him out. Jump up to the ladder and climb up. Okay, little orc guy taken care of. Trying to get through this area without taking any more extra hits. And since I do have the wing boots, I might as well use them to my advantage to fly through a couple areas. Just to be extra cautious, I guess. Watch out for the orc guy. Take him out. There we go. Fly there. Done. And hey, look. Made it to the next town. Come on, can I please go through? Thank you. For some reason, the game wouldn't let me walk through there for some reason. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a little extra money just to fill my health all the way up in one trip, even though it is pretty expensive. It's 2,500 to charge my health all the way up. You know what? Screw that. I'm not doing that. 2,500 to bring my health all the way up? You know what? Forget that. That's not even worth it. Now, what's going on here is you have that experience meter at the top. You can see E, colon, and then it has a number. And throughout the game, when you build that up, you can visit the guru, and as much experience as you have, he gives you a different title, which can end up earning you extra money if you have certain titles. So it's worth it to build it up if you want to get some extra money, but it's also just as fast, probably, to just go ahead and kill monsters and get the money you need, because you really don't end up needing too much. Go ahead, buy more dried meat. There we go, it's just about full, so I'll go ahead and leave this area now. Okay, stop by the key making place. I sell keys. Yes, do you really? I'm in a key shop. I guess you would sell keys. I guess that makes sense. There we go. Buy a king key now. As you can see, I can buy those keys now. That's actually the final key that we actually can buy. Like I said before, this can be very annoying going through all these menus and buying the same item over and over again, but you have to keep going, seeing all the menus, seeing... Do you want to buy something? No. Why would I talk to you unless I want to buy something? I guess it's really a good time also to point out, in case you haven't noticed already, the weird blinking eye crap that goes on with everybody. Every time they just keep spewing, every time they say a word or whatever, their mouth moves, their eyes also blink. It's just one of the weirdest things about this game, just one of those little things about it that make it interesting. I guess it's one of the defining features of Faxanadu is the weird blinking eyes of every civilian in the game. So now that I have enough keys, it's time to go back into the world of Mist in order to continue our adventure here. Kill a couple guys, there we go, back up to full health now. Climb up here, watch out for this guy, we might as well wait a second till he comes over so I can finish him off easily. Come on guy, there we go. Okay, next area, there's a swarm of bees or other flies or something trying to get a hold of me. Poke this guy a little bit. He dies, he'll give me another great piece of bread to fill my health meter right back up. That guy hit me, unfortunately. Come on, die. There we go. Continuing on in this maze. Okay, we're going to make a quick stop in this room here. And this is a guy who's going to actually teach us the next spell that we need to learn. This is the fire spell. It only cost a little bit of money in order to learn it. It's 3,000 gold. Which is most of my money, but I guess you gotta spend money to make money. If that makes any sense. In this situation, I'm not quite sure. Either way, I now have the better spell in the game. Not the best. The death spell is actually the best spell in the game, but I won't be getting the death spell because it costs too much money, and in the end, it really isn't overall that useful compared to what I just got. There's actually another spell as well that I could take the time to get, which allows me, I think, to fire in a diagonal direction. But still, once again, it's really not worth the effort to go ahead and grab it. So I'm just gonna have the fire spell. It's probably gonna be my last spell that I pick up. Since the sword ends up working much better than the spells do anyway on most enemies. Another swarm of bees. Okay, watch out for the random tentacle squid here. Hey, look, you dropped bread. Yay, what fun. Now we're gonna actually have to come back to this area in a couple seconds, but we're gonna go past it first. I hate those guys. I don't know what they do, but somehow they cast like some kind of lightning spell or something that ends up being able to hit me. And ends up doing damage. Climb up here. And head off to the left. Okay, watch out for this guy. Come on, die. I mistimed that jump. As you can see, if you mistime slightly, you end up taking a decent amount of damage from these guys. Especially if you're not fully equipped like I am. But it would be smart to spend the extra little bit of time to actually buy armor that's better or buy a shield that's better. There we go, take him out. We're actually almost to the next dungeon that we're going to have to take care of. Go up here. Another random squid guy that wants to die apparently, but by killing him he'll actually give me a piece of bread, so it'll help my health a little bit. Trying to slowly bring it back up. I hate these enemies that run around like idiots while you try to stab them. Wow, that guy flew. I hit him with one of my magic spells and he just flew all the way across the screen. And here is our next stop in our journey here. Go ahead and equip one of my king keys. Yes, I have used the key. Okay, so this dungeon that we just entered, we're actually here to get a black onyx, which will allow us to prove our worth or whatever, because we end up showing it to a guy who ends up getting us the key to the next area we need to go to. This is really kind of just a filler dungeon. It's like they do the whole 3 fountains storyline, and you have a whole other storyline where you're going to be collecting all the pieces of like the great armor, as well as collecting the best sword in the game. Like that's a separate thing. It's like this pendant dungeon and then this onyx dungeon are kind of just like little filler dungeons in between like the real meat and potatoes of the actual game. And you just saw I got really rocked by that fireball there. And I mentioned, of course, about that grinding. I've said it several times throughout the run, and this is actually the area, this is actually the room where I'm going to be doing that grinding. But I'm going to go ahead first and grab the onyx, just to make sure I have it before I go ahead and start doing that little bit of grinding that I'm going to need to do for just a couple of minutes, just to get a little bit of money in order to buy the next weapon as quickly as possible. Now here's the first time we deal with this giant ogre beast thing that's extremely weird. It's like an upper body, head, and one arm. It's really easy to kill. It does the same pattern. Every time it bounces, it then comes at you, so you can actually keep bouncing it right against the wall consistently. You can see though it did a lot of damage when it did hit me, so I only have 1 hit left, so I gotta be careful when we're doing this grinding in a second to make sure that I don't take any damage, or else I will have to, you know, when you die in the game, you start back at the last town that you talk to the guru at, so it's actually a decent ways back in case I actually end up dying. But I should be pretty good. I'm pretty good at this whole killing this weird blue pod creature thing. I don't know what it's called. The real problem just comes down to make sure I kill the blue guy first. So I'm now going to spend the next couple minutes or so just doing a little bit of extra grinding in order to earn enough money in order to purchase that next weapon. So this little bit of time will be a little bit boring, unfortunately. Usually I don't include too much grinding or anything, but then again, there really isn't too many games where this is a necessity by any means. So, here we go, grab a little bit more money. It actually really won't take too long. Actually, you see how much money I get for each single time I end up killing this this blue thing. Watch out for that blue guy, he's the real pain. He can sneak up from behind me and hit me. There, he's done. And you can see, boom, up to 5,800. Okay, so back and go back in. Continue fighting this guy. After I kill him this time, it'll put me over 6,000. Jump, kill him, come on. There we go, he's done. Kill that guy real quick. Okay, over 6,300 now. Back and forth, back and forth. Yes, it is a little bit of an annoyance, but most people, when you would do a run of this game, you actually do a lot more of this grinding or money building in order to purchase the better equipment as early as possible, including the death spell, which, like I mentioned before, is the best spell in the game. Most guides suggest that. Most people would, suggest go ahead and spend that time, get the spell, because it really does help kill enemies faster, especially early on, and when you can get it. You can actually get it pretty early in the game. If you actually take the time to earn that much money. Okay, he's done. Kill this guy again. Okay, now I'm over 7,000. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. I should have enough now that between now and when I make it to that town where I would purchase the weapon, I should have enough money. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. So it really only took a minute or two to go ahead and do that grinding. So it really wasn't too bad, I don't think. That's why I didn't go ahead and speed it up or just skip it, just to show that I didn't cheat or do anything else or whatever. Just go all the way through it. Just gotta be careful that I don't get hit by anything. Be careful right here. Watch out for these guys, and on the next screen I'm gonna actually have to fight this guy. There we go. Watch out for both of them. I might as well go ahead and kill them real quick. There we go. One done. And there's the other. Okay, 8,300 as I just got hit. I don't know how the hell I'm even still alive, but that's really dumb. I didn't even do anything, and I walk out the door and I end up taking damage from that guy. Now I gotta be ungodly careful about not dying here. Okay, he's done. Thankfully, though, there's a shortcut that I can get back to the area pretty quickly. And hey, look, it's one of those squid guys, so they drop health. So I'll go ahead and spend the time. It'll take a minute or two. Not really a minute or two. Take a couple seconds to go ahead and kill this guy. I'm gonna try to get him on this wall here. There we go. Okay, good. I have a tiny bit of health now, so I can take a hit in case I accidentally get hit or something. I do have enough health.